Hello again, and welcome back to another episode of our Reichert Planetarium Virtual Outreach. Today, we have our console operator, astronomy enthusiast, and all-around good guy, Robert Unger, to speak to us today about the topic of cosmology. What is cosmology? Well, we may have heard of astronomy. Astronomy is the study of stars and all things that we find in outer space. But cosmology is a more specific topic within the range of astronomy. So, without further ado, Bob, over to you.
Today I'm here to talk about cosmology. Cosmology is the branch of astronomy that studies the origins and evolution of the entire universe. But just what is the definition of the universe? To ancient humans, the universe was everything they could see with the unaided eye. The sun, the moon, the planets, and the stars, just like this image that we have up on your screen. So to them, this was their universe. It was a much smaller place than what we know it to be today. By the 1600s, we'd invented the telescope, which allowed us to look even further into the night sky and find things we could not see with the unaided eye. This included things that looked more like fuzzy smudges of light that were often called nebulae. Back then, the Milky Way was believed to be the entire universe, that everything else we could see was within or inside the boundaries of the Milky Way. This remained true up until 1923. It was in 1923 that modern cosmology began in earnest with an astronomer named Edwin Hubble. Using the 100-inch Hooker telescope located on Mount Wilson near Los Angeles, California, Hubble recognized that many of what were previously thought of as star clusters and gas clouds within the Milky Way galaxy were in fact galaxies of their own. Hubble utilized the previous work of astronomer Henrietta Leavitt in using a special type of star to determine distance more accurately. This was a profound moment in the science of cosmology and in the human understanding of our universe. These previously dubbed island universes, or what we call galaxies today, had the dramatic impact of making the known universe vastly larger than previously understood. Further, Hubble also produced an article in 1929 recognizing that these newly identified and separate galaxies were receding away from each other. In other words, the entire universe was expanding. Additionally, he had evidence that the further the distance a galaxy was away from you, the faster it was traveling away from you. This expanding universe was considered powerful evidence for the idea that the early universe was a very dense, hot, and small place, and was considered further evidence of the Big Bang Theory for the origins of our universe. Today, with instruments like the Hubble Space Telescope, we have been able to take ever increasingly deeper views into space. In this image, referred to as the Hubble Deep Field, if you look carefully, those smudges of light are actually and incredibly amongst the most distant galaxies ever imaged. Not just looking further and deeper into space, but also looking back in time because of those vast distances and the time it took the light from those incredibly distant galaxies to reach us. As we begin to search the skies with ever-improving technology and instrumentation, who knows what we'll discover next.
Thank you, Bob. Folks, that wraps up today's show. And by the way, if you'd like to see more of Bob Unger's presentations here in the planetarium, he does a Night Sky Live program every Saturday evening at 8 o'clock p.m. Other than that, if you like this outreach program and our YouTube channel, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you all again real soon.